Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome back. Welcome to. My name is Joe Josh. I go by iChart Daily. Today is March 4th, 2025. In today's video, we're going to be going over Bitcoin, Rune, Cro Kava. I appreciate you guys in supporting me, so I'm going to give back to you. Thank you to everyone that posted. First things first, this is not financial advice. This is a window to my thought process. I've been doing technical analysis for 17 years and have been in crypto for 11 years. If this is your first time here, I was originally taught this process by my father, who was a very successful options trader for Stratton Oakmont for literally almost 25, 30 years. So here we are. Bitcoin. Long-term trends predict short-term outcomes. The first thing I am noticing on the monthly time frame is the RSI. The RSI is always the first mover to show you when bullish or bearish things are going to happen. I set an alert here at the 60.38. The reason being is I'm thinking I need to know what happens if we approach that level, because this has made a lower high. Okay? Usually with technical analysis, if something makes a lower high for the first time, that's usually a trend reversal, and I'm curious to see if we continue making lower lows or if we continue making the same low. As of right now, we're around it, dude. Like, we are at the 61.80. This is at the 60.76, and we need to see if we stop here. But I also need to know that if we do break this level here, we have room to bleed. Room to bleed where? Probably your next level of, let's just say, 55 to 56. This is a monthly time frame. Usually March and April are bad months because of tax season. Right? If you're up money and you have been holding the assets for over a year, right? Even from this level, your accountant's saying, listen, it's over a year. It potentially is on the verge of a bear market, blah, 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 or consolidation. Do you want to take money off the table, pay your taxes? Look at March, every single cycle, it's usually a red month. And with that being said, you can see here we're seeing a bearish candle coming in, major selling pressure at what was a major support level, right? You remember me saying this was support all the way back since November 2024, Thanksgiving here in the States. We were forming this rounding top, double top, neckline broke. We hit our first level of 80,000, completing the first leg, also filling the CME gap. Now we need to see, because we're getting rejection by this 92, 93,000, are we still going to have continuation to the downside? The first thing I do is I keep it simple. I look at a weekly chart and you say, are we in section A or section B on the RSI? Hence the indicator turning white and purple. So every time we have gone into section B, which is when the RSI goes below the 50 line, you have seen lower highs, lower lows on especially the longer time frames, right? So as of right now, we have approached section B. We have broken below the moving average, and we're using it as resistance. That's almost like a confirmation to show me that we could have dead cat bounces, but then rejection, okay? Something similar to like this, right? And showing me that the shorter time frames are still respecting the monthly. If the monthly looks like we have room to bleed, right, we could have potentially something like this playing out, another bull flag to the downside, descending triangle, but we're not there yet, okay? We're not at the moving average. We're not touching any type of support on the monthly as of right now. We're not showing signs of any bullish scenario on the weekly, like a double bottom, inverse head and shoulders. Volume is still coming down on the MACD, where it doesn't look like we're bottoming anytime soon, so we still have a little bit of room to bleed. With that being said, if we go to the daily, it gives you a little bit of a better picture, right? We went to the key level of the CME gap. We had the dead cat bounce. Everybody, I mean, once again, 82,000. If you're holding Bitcoin for 5, 10, 15 years, probably a good level. If you're holding it for the next year or two, iffy, right? It really is. I have two alerts right here, 86.5, 80,009. right? I would like to see Bitcoin stop here, start forming some either hidden or regular bullish divergence, which means your RSI is going to start making higher lows while your price is making the same lows at 82.5. I'd also like to see the MACD start making higher lows and not lower lows each time. Once that happens, that shows me that on the short term, we could have another dead cat bounce back to potentially 93 to 94,000, but nothing happens until the daily breaks the 50 line, right? You could see here, let's just look past, we were below, we were below, we were below, we were below. We went from 62 down back up to 62, lower low. Once we broke the 50 and we were above, we went from 57 to 60 to 57 to 65 to 60 to 68 to 66. So once again, importance of that purple line. Again, down, lower lows, horrible. We went from the support of 67 all the way down to 56. As of right now, we're still below. So that's never a good thing, right? That is Bitcoin, Rune. Let's start on the long term. Delete everything. I was looking at it the other day. So here is Rune. First thing that I am noticing is major support here, which was support in the past couple times, right? Right from here to here. Change this to purple. There's support, right? Where's resistance? Well, resistance, we've been making lower highs literally since 2021. This is the importance of just knowing and looking at a chart, right? Yeah, you could clearly see it was support here in 2020. We went up to 1650. We came down, found support. May 2023, we went up to $8.32. Now, the importance of looking at a chart is if anyone's saying that we're going back to $18 doesn't understand that there is a major resistance level, right? It is coming down. It's descending. So there's definitely room here. If you're opening a play here, excuse me, bring this up, bring this up, bring this back. Here is your Rune play. I'd probably, when you're in a downtrend, right, you see how we were down, I'd probably use the bottom of these major support candles as take profit levels on the way up, right? So number one's going to be like this $3.25 key level. I'm going to use 3, right? So that's 1. 2, I would use this level here, the $4.31, which was support, resistance, and then your major level of $5.93 right here. That allows you to take profit, 30, 30, 30. You leave 10% for the greed level of, let's just say, a wick above or a wick above. At that point, you're playing with the house's money. What does this look like? This looks like this right there. You have, let's just say, anywhere from 20 to 30% stop loss from where we are now. This play is early. It is not showing any signs of a bottom yet. I'm just showing you previous support resistance. I will go over that after, what you need to identify. As of right now, though, you do have a lot of meat on the bone of going back 185 to 272 to about 400%. Now, what do I'm going to tell you? I'm going to look at the 3-week, the 2-week, and the weekly to see what bullish patterns happened here so I can identify bullish patterns here. So as you can see, the first thing we want to see is the golden cross on the MACD. This was below the histogram, showing us that we were basically going flat. You also want to see a break of the moving average, showing you that this is a more bullish sentiment. As of right now, we're below, making lower lows, making lower highs, lower lows. We're breaking into section B. This took, right now, I don't know if this is the first leg down, then we could have a leg up, then another leg down, leg up, leg down. So this is the bottom you want to catch. This was what the MACD and RSI looked like when the official bottom happened, okay? 2-week, right? When did we officially bottom on the 2-week? You wanted to catch it once again. We officially broke above the moving average, right? And then officially open up your long at the confirmation of when the 2-week broke the 50 line. And you could see, yes, you didn't catch the bottom, but you waited for the confirmation from 154 and rode that baby up from 154 all the way to the 8-something level. When you started seeing bearish divergence, right? Price was going up. We went from 741 to 1060. Price is coming down. Here's that bearish pattern that I told you to print out and keep on your walls, right? We had lower high, lower low. We broke the moving average, broke below. Use the moving average as resistance right here. Runs over, and it was. That is Rune. I like it. Just set an alert at your 154, set an alert at the $2, and make sure you're checking on the weekly as well to see when you're forming more bullish divergence, right? You want to see price, RSI make higher lows, right? 1 1 1 1. Most important thing, dude, is that 50 line. It really is. As of right now, you're going to see dead cat bounces, but you can see rejection and lower highs from the moving average. It's that simple. Cro, same thing. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly, you can clearly see we've had major support at this purple line of 6 cents to 7 cents, right? We had 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 waves. Higher highs, which is somewhat good. Most important thing is we are in section B, section B. We are making a higher low on the RSI swing, while your price made the same low at the price of 0.068. That's bullish. Zoom into the 3-week, zoom into the 2-week. Curious here. What are we saying? All right, we're making lower lows on the RSI. We did make a higher high. Curious if this breaks low. Your next major support level on the RSI, if it makes that lower low, is going to be this level here, right? You can clearly see, like, we did this. 1, 2, 3. Can we do this? 4, 5, and stop at this level here, which was major support all the way back in 23. Curious to see how that plays out. This is not confirmed yet. Let's see here, delete. Okay. Yeah, not the best. You've broken the most recent low on the RSI. Right, we're at it. That 35.28, you can see we're at it. Your next major support level is going to be here, like the 33 to the 32 level. That's where your next dead cat bounce could be. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's oversold, right? And obviously this is the trend. Okay, here's the trend. The same way that here is the trend too. Okay. The first thing I want to look at is what happened in the chart when these patterns broke to the upside, so that I can set an alert to identify this and identify this. As you can see, there's definitely a time of forming a bottom, right? We're still trying to catch a falling knife. Catching the bottom. Let's see. If I had to assume it was a golden cross and a break of market structure, instead of using the RSI as resistance, 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 we broke out. Now this is a weekly, so you'd probably want to see the 5-day, the 4-day. There you go. You could have your double bottom here, right? And I would set an alert. So now you understand the importance of the RSI breaking the moving average. What I would do, you don't want to set alerts on the shorter time frames, because then you could have fake outs, right? You could be like, it broke the moving average, right? It broke the moving average. It has to break the moving average, but also break the 50 line, right? So what I try and do is I find the shortest time frame that happened. I like it on the 3-day, right? Officially right here is when we broke on the 3-day. So what I'm going to do on the 3-day RSI is I'm going to set an alert on the RSI crossing the RSI MA. The RSI is the blue line, the MA is the moving average. So right now what that's going to do is notify me, do once per bar, and then you press create. Once the RSI crosses the moving average, you'll get an alert, regardless if it's bullish or bearish. You're then going to set an alert at the 50.48 on the 3-day as well. What this will do is this will notify you when this happened, when this happened, when this happened. And then you're going to open up your long from here. You're then going to take profit when the asset hits the 70 line or when your first divergences come in on the 3-day. And then you're going to look at your 4-day, 5-day, weekly and see if you're forming any type of top. You can see here once we hit the 70 and above it was over, 70 and above it was over, 70 and above it was over. As of right now, good time to buy, right? Good time to buy. This was a continuation to the upside, so you made a higher low. This made the same low because you broke below. This made a lower low because you broke below the most recent RSI support of 35. So as of right now, it still needs to prove itself to see if this is officially the bottom or if we're still going to come down and retest possibly like the 5 cents to even the 0.61 level, right? Because I don't like this. I would probably set an alert here on the 3-week, the 40.99. If we do break this level here, we're going to officially break this 0.666 level. That number keeps following me. Kava. Monthly chart. Once again, line's purple. Nothing bullish ever comes from it, cuzzy. Nothing bullish ever comes from it. You can see here divergence is happening, but my strategy is once you have the divergence, if it's purple, you're probably going to see rejection, 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 right? First thing that I'm noticing is nothing. This is a one low, this is a lower low. We need to see if this is a higher low to see if this is the bottom for Kava. This is down officially 97%. Seems like a bear market. Anything from 85 to 95% is always a good time to accumulate more, especially dollar cost average. What I am noticing is, pause the video. What do you notice that is bullish right now on a 3-week chart? Let's see if you could figure it out. Hidden bullish divergence. So what does that mean? Price swing here. Okay. Price swing here. Okay. Price swing here. Price swing here. This one is lower. This one is higher. Showing me that it's not going to do this, but we could potentially do this and then this. Right? Another thing is, like I said, low, lower low, higher low, confluencing with the higher low hidden bullish. That's 2 bullish strikes on the bullish side, right? That's a good thing. Monthly, we have golden cross. We are pointing up, but we're below the 50, which shows us that we could go flat. Flat between this level, right? As you can see, I said that and I forgot which one, but during a downtrend, your pumps usually stop at the bottom of the candles that were support. You can see here we came up, stop right at the 0.61. Now we want to see if we come back down to the 0.29 and start forming same lows while these continue to make higher lows. Most important thing, what do you think I'm going to say? Find the time frame that had a breakout the first time, and it's usually the weekly or it's usually the weekly, the 5-day, the 4-day. You can see the importance of having consolidations back to the 50 and then going back up. You're going to have consolidations, but you're going to continue making higher lows and higher highs. In your market structure, once we broke and we were using the 50 as resistance, you could see we were using the moving average as resistance. And because of that, and because we were in section B, your market structure swings were now going down, right? That's the most important thing. Right here, broke back into section A, we broke out trying to find that bottom. We're trying to find it. So again, broke below, we broke market structure, made a lower low. Now we're here. We're officially breaking back into section B. We're going back down to 29 cents for the next couple of weeks. You can see here, these are weekly candles. You got 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 to 4 weeks of going back down to the 28 cents, 29 cents. MACD is making higher lows, higher highs. That's a good sign, but once again, we want to see it stop. If we could have a double bottom, right, because then this shows me that this looks like a W pattern. You have your one leg down, your one leg up, anything higher to 25 to 27 cents, even something over here shows me that we could do this, we could do this, we could do this, and then we could come back up to the 70 cents and then back to your major liquidation zone of, let's just say, 97 to $1.14. So the way this play works is let it come back down, let it show that it's breaking the moving average to the upside like this, right? Right now we're here, okay? You can see here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many weeks of it showing a bottom until it broke the moving average, formed a double bottom, broke the 50, the line turned white. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks until your divergence number came in, and that's where you would have been taking profit. So you have weeks to see if this is going to form, right? I mean, there's how many days in the month left? 27 days. Yeah, I mean, you have the whole month of March to see blood potentially. That's the video. I appreciate the support. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave it in the comment section. I'm still tweaking this indicator, man. I want to make sure it works perfect. I mean, even just the divergence works with the hike in the sheet, but that's the, I don't want to go into the indicator. That's the video. Any other tickers you'd like me to go over, let me know. I'm always posting in the community tab of my channel, just, to try and give back to you guys. If you appreciate these videos, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel grow, helps me get views, helps me help others as well. Besides that, love you guys. Appreciate the support. Enjoy the day.